Welcome to Britpop Banter. I'm Les.
And I'm Kevin.
So this is episode Starsailor.
Episode Starsailor. Is that because I didn't write it down?
Yep. You can get us on Twitter and Facebook at Britpop Banter. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Or email us at britpopbanter@gmail.com. All views expressed in this podcast are 100% our own, and while we poke fun at some bands and artists, we appreciate their talent and sacrifice to create these albums.
Nice.
I really am interested to see whether we will be poking fun at artists today or not, because we haven't.
Oh, you're talking about we just come off the back of Coldplay.
No, I know, but this episode, because we haven't talked about how we feel about any of this music.
We've been very quiet with each other this week. So
yeah. So this week's album is Starsailor Love Is Here, which is such an important album to me, one that I really, really, really love.
Oh.
And have been quite surprised at the positive. There's a few people have actually messaged around, because I had said at the end, look, this hasn't got the best press, blah, blah, blah. But a few people have said, well, I don't remember it that way. I remember it getting great press. I remember it being a great album. And I was like, wow. So I wonder why I'm just focused on... I don't remember the media at that time. I just remember, I don't even know how I got into the album. I just loved it. And I knew a lot of people at the time loved it. I think it's just been one of those bands. And we'll talk about their other albums. So I don't know if it's the band or it's this album because of what they released later.
Or is it the timing of said band? Because now you've got Coldplay, you've got Athlete, you've got Keane, you've got this wave of Snow Patrol, you've got this wave of these softer sounding bands. And are they, because we'll cover it a bit later on, and some of the, same as you, there's some reviews out there that are quite harsh and compare them to other bands, but then there's a real sentiment about people who love Starsailor going, why weren't they bigger? And we'll cover that a little bit later.
And I can tell you why they weren't.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, my theory.
Oh, okay. Now? Later?
No, later.
All right. Well done on the intro. We got our names right. That was tick. And then we...
Nothing else. Not the Twitter, not the email, not the name of the podcast. All the key stuff.
So yeah, we haven't really talked this week, so it's all been a bit hush-hush. What did you think of the Parachutes episode?
I thought... Well, we didn't hold back.
No, not at all.
And we didn't really have a lot of people that disagreed with our...
ranking?
Yeah.
Although we did have one, and I was like, no,
yeah,
mate, come on. Anyone who
Why
says
all the hate for everyday life? We'll just put it on.
Or Ghost Stories is my favourite. Oh, what? Anyway.
Ghost Stories is my favourite.
No, yeah, that was on there. That was on the old Twitter box. It was a good episode. It was good to talk about Coldplay at least. I mean, we both agree that the front of their career absolutely outshines the latter part. But I don't think they really give a toss what we think about, let's be honest.
I don't know if Chris Martin even listened to it.
Would you? We didn't. I meant to ask you this last week. In the biggest bands in the world right now, where is Coldplay? Top 5, top 10?
Oh, I'd say top 10.
I would say top 10 as well.
Not top 5.
Because
you'd have to beat some of that teeny bopper crap.
Yeah, okay.
But they're mostly individual artists. Like, when I think of bands, it's really hard to pick a big band.
Yeah.
It's a good point, because the people you think of are kind of like solo artists. Mm-hmm. Who are the big bands?
Oh, God. Who are the young whippersnippers?
What are they listening to on their CD players?
Oh, can I bless? I've got to tell the story. So Mum and Dad's still here, obviously.
Wow.
Right?
Any update there?
No.
Okay.
No, none. So, and we'll talk about Australia in a second, right? Because obviously we're still face-to-face, which is good. So Mum and Dad, bless her, can't get home to Cyprus. And so they've got this routine. Anyway, we've had a nice couple of days, last couple of days, 25, 27 degrees.
Yeah, lovely.
Dad's out the back garden, got his guns out, top off. And he's got his little iPod shuffle. Like, remember the little iPods?
Cute. Yeah.
Dan, what are you listening to? I don't know. What's that guy called? The band? What's the band? My mum goes, you're listening to Genesis. Oh, that's right, Genesis. I'm listening to Genesis. Oh, they're quite good. But yeah, so he's
Genesis on an iPod shuffle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just so cute, my dad said. And he sits there for hours just listening to music.
Genesis.
Yeah, his little iPod. I'm like, have you got a Spotify? Have you heard of Spotify? Oh, I've got a Spotify. I like this. I like this. All right, okay. Just sits there listening to music.
Can you actually imagine? I was thinking this other day. Spotify. You don't have to carry anything with you. It's just there. I remember when I was backpacking and I had to, because it's CDs, you couldn't take a lot.
No.
So I would have to like maximum of 15 in one of those little folders.
Pouches. Yeah.
That wears a bit thin.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I could probably even tell you the same 15, like Lamb was one of them.
Oh.
Like, a great album, but just...
Between Darkness and Wonder, that album?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
And,
Gorecki.
and Lamb Lamb.
Oh, Lamb.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my favourite one.
Oh.
Lamb.
I don't think that might...
But yeah, and so then now... You never have to worry about that. You never get bored of the same music, do you?
No, never. But the problem is, I very rarely now listen to albums over, like, go back for multiple listens.
Yeah.
That's the problem I've got now, is that there's just too much music that you listen to an album, you like an album, and I'm moving on too quickly and I forget all about it. And we will talk about it because Starsailor is one of them. Like, we just talked about one of their albums and I went, oh, I forgot how good that was. So...
It's true.
Talk about that a little bit later on, but it was good. Also good to be back face to face. Let's be honest.
Yeah, way better. Way better.
So Australia, ScoMo talked about a 3-stage restriction lift.
Yes.
And so by the end of July, they believe. So there's 4 weeks at each stage. An example, and there's no timelines yet. I think they're just watching how it goes the next couple of weeks. But it's like your mass gatherings is going to go up to 10, I think. Cafes will be able to open.
Yeah. Still only if they're small.
Yeah, exactly. Stage 2, cinemas is going to... So it's gatherings of 100 plus cinemas.
No, stage 3 is gatherings of 100, I thought.
You are right, yeah.
Stage 2, I think it goes up to 20.
Correct, that is right. And then interstate travel will be picked up again, which will be good. But yeah, so things are actually tracking okay at the moment.
I think what people have to be really aware of, and I'm actually scared of it, is that there will be more chance. There will be outbreaks. There will.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so I don't want. Yeah, I don't know how. I think that I'm going to be nervous about it, and I didn't think I would be. I thought I'd be like that. Can we just go out now? It's just in my head.
No,
I'm quite happy in my wee bubble, safe.
Exactly. So this is the problem, right? And this is why people need to ease back into coming into contact with groups of people, because fear and anxiety is going to be, and also how you interact with people it's all fresh. It's all new again. And I think there'll be incidents where people just don't know how to act. Or fights break out, or arguments break out, or you're too close to me, or, you should have raised your hand when you coughed. All this stuff, there's going to be this anxiety around people getting back together again.
Can you actually imagine being 5 deep in a bar waiting for a drink now?
No, I don't want to do that at all.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to do it.
You wouldn't even think about it.
No.
I was watching, last night I've had the old YouTube on, because so basically in 8 weeks' time, I should have been getting on a flight to Ibiza.
Oh.
So, I had a little bit to drink last night, feeling a little bit sorry for myself. Gonna pop on some
Ibiza classics.
Yeah, just put it on just DJ sets in Ibiza. So they had Above and Beyond.
Oh, lovely.
And then they had another one, wasn't in Ibiza, but it was it was just insane, the amount of people there.
Oh.
And it was an amazing set, and they had everything going, and people were having the time of their life.
Yeah.
And I was like, will that ever happen again?
Yeah. I've been watching a lot.
Because you're like this.
Yeah.
And think about a dance, gigs at the best of time.
Sweat. sweaty.
I mean, it's just body fluids all over the show.
Yeah. I always cringe when you're at a festival and you got some sweaty bloke with his top off next to you. Like, just don't, mate. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants it, and they certainly won't now.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Have you come any closer about where your 40th is going to be?
No.
In here, probably.
Probably.
In your bedroom.
Yeah. Maybe in my little courtyard, I'll put a balloon up or something. No, I don't know. But yeah, and then I was just watching, like, because the other thing I was going to potentially be doing was going to Tomorrowland. And then I watched that. 160,000 people at a festival.
No.
That's what Tomorrowland is.
Oh my God.
Get your head around that. That's not happening.
No.
How do you stand 1.5 metres apart at a festival? You don't. So we will have to get back to that because, like, life won't. Well, we don't have enough room on the planet for us not to.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just.
I think I saw a survey where it was like, if a festival happened in 3 months, would you go? And 50% of people went, no chance. Like, and it was like, your ultimate lineup festival, would you go in 3 months? And half of them said no.
I wouldn't.
So there's going to be a recovery piece around that.
I'd stream it.
You would. Okay. I mean, that
from the car park in my car.
Oh,
so I could still see the people having a nice time.
It has been nice seeing everyone do the little bedroom sets. That's nice. I like that. That's nice.
Yeah, that is cool.
Echo Belly did one last night, a little acoustic Facebook session. Yeah, they did. It was nice. So we are going to catch up for a weekly episode this week and next week, and then we're going to go back to the fortnightly because it's a lot of work, and I don't think we can commit to weekly for the time being. But we do have a challenge for next week. Did you see the challenge come through? So Carl, and it's a smart one. He's smart. It's a hidden gems challenge. So it's bands from the 2000s that we may have missed. So the Rifles, the Twang, Morning Runner, amongst others. And it's not give me a rating out of 10. It's do you want to hear more? Yes or no. So we don't crush someone's feelings. It's more. So and the email has links to all the videos, and basically it's like, do you want to hear more from the band? Yes or no. You don't look happy about it.
Well, I don't know why not giving a rating won't crush him, because if I'm just no, isn't that worse?
I think it's something different. I'm quite excited. And they've put all the links in the one email, so you just go click, 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 click. Job done.
Done.
Easy. So
people
we'll do
are brave, aren't they? Brave.
Coming in again for more.
Pretty brave.
What have you been watching? Anything good?
What have I been... Well, no. I'm looking forward to starting Afterlife 2.
Yes, me too.
And I just finished the last series of Ozark.
Is it good?
Oh, amazing.
We gave up halfway through. Well, one of us tapped out halfway through season 2, but I want to get back into it.
It's amazing.
Okay, well.
And then...
Can I tell you 2 things I watched this week?
What?
It was a leading question. I didn't expect you to.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So I watched 2 things. I watched the Spike Jonze documentary on the Beastie Boys.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not so much a documentary, it's Adrock and Mike D do a stage show, and obviously MC has passed away, and so they just talk about the journey they've gone on as a band, and it's fascinating. It's really well done, it's really touching, so if anyone, it's on Apple TV or whatever it is, it's really, really good. And I watched Diego Maradona, the documentary. Have you seen that yet?
No, is it good?
Oh, it's really good. So it's all about his time in Naples, when he played for Napoli. And just what a boy!
Some boy.
He took Napoli from relegation to champions to European champions in 3-4 seasons. Like, he is a magician with the ball, but he's his own worst enemy.
I know. I know.
In your opinion, who's the greatest footballer ever?
Oh, greatest footballer ever. I'd probably say Duncan Ferguson. No. It's tough, right? Because it's like this modern football, I think, is Messi. Mm-hmm. I think he's better than Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Messi is very similar to Maradona. Very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, you'd have to put... Obviously, you have Pele from Generation. Then you've got, like, Maradona. Just this, yeah.
We talked about George Best. Was it last week as well, or the week
before? Do you know who could have been if they weren't a moron? Paul Gascoigne.
Yeah, I agree.
That was real talent.
Amazing talent.
Not great work ethic. So that's the thing, right? That's when you know it's talent. Because there's some footballers that just probably train, practice, get to a certain level.
Yeah.
I reckon he could have just gone to the pub.
Yeah.
Went to bed, woke up the next day and still put 3 past you.
Yeah.
Like that talent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Heard a story about Paul Gascoigne once, and I think it was Ali McCoy. So Ali McCoy had just gone out and brought a brand new car. And so Gaza had gone out and brought 2 fresh fish and hidden them in separate parts of the car. And so eventually, like, the car stank so bad, took it back to the dealership, got it professionally cleaned, all this stuff, they couldn't find the fish. Eventually, they found 1 fish. And so, thankfully, like, imagine the emotion you got, oh, God, thank God I found it, oh my God, I'm past it. And then lo and behold, it starts stinking again because you can't find the other second fish. It's like, that's so Gascoigne. So
bad.
Anything else before we get into Song of the Week? Which is awesome, by the way.
Yes, it is. No.
So, Song of the Week is Cult with No Name. The song is Needle and Thread, taken from their brand new album, Media Barn. London's post-punk electronic balladeers are back, but they never quite went away. The alternative post-punk electronic pop balladeers and Blue Velvet Revisited soundtrack composers released their 9th album, Media Barn. Guests include Kelly Alley from the Sneaker Pimps, Stephen Brown, Blaine L. Renegar from Tuxedo Moon. Disco Inferno it may not be, but Cult with No Name still invite you to burn, baby, burn. It's really good. It's a really good song, bit different.
Yeah.
But if you like it, go check out the album Media Burn. It's really good. Here is Needle and Thread.
So we'll head north, tell ourselves to keep it warm, spin cartwheels on an ice floor, they use them for their wood, but these bonfires will only serve us for a while, will only make us go outside and more if we could. keep rolling on. Rolling's all we feel. But I thought ahead, got my needle thread. Got this instead, got my needle thread.
I get a XX vibe.
Do you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, okay. I was going more the...
Well, electronic vibe, but it's reminiscent of the XX. A little bit.
Okay. Look, great song, and it's one of the rare ones is when I go, I really like that, I'll go to the album.
Yeah, same, I put that. I'd love to hear more from them.
And it's very different to that as well. It's quite a variety on the album. So anyway, Cult with No Name. Les says. You're pumped. You are so pumped.
It's been so hard not... I've been putting my phone up like this. No.
Don't text them. Don't text
Don't
Kev.
do it. Don't do it. So today we have Ben Watt with Storm Damage and Laura Marling song for our daughter. We'll start with Ben. So Ben is, as we know, he has been singer, songwriter, everything but the girl, DJ, radio presenter, author.
Record
this
label
guy's
owner.
done tons.
Yeah.
Still lives with his spouse and creative partner Tracy Thorn.
I know.
This is so beautiful. They met in 1981.
Wow.
They met when we were one. Just get your head around that.
I can't.
Wow. And they married in 2008 and they have twin daughters, Jean and Alfie, and their son Blake. And they're still together.
Lovely.
I mean, that's an awesome music story. That never happens. 1981.
Yeah, because they've worked together, been in a relationship together, travelled the world, probably separately.
Yeah.
And still together with 3 kids. That's awesome.
And the songs when you think about it, even like, I don't know. I just think I read that and I was like, 1981.
Wow.
This is his 4th solo album. His 3rd album, Fever Dream, has got such strong critical acclaim. Go back and listen to it if you haven't.
Really?
I'd like to get... You worked with Bernard Butler on that album?
Did he?
Yep. And people were raving about...
I've got to listen to it then.
That album. Will we be raving about this one?
Oh, I love these hooks. I love these hooks.
They're amazing. So let's see if we will. So, Sydney Morning Herald review.
No way.
That's nice and local, isn't it? They give it 4 out of 5. Ben Watt is best known as one half of Everything But the Girl, but he is prolific on his own, enjoying a 14-year stint as an underground house DJ and producer and writing 2 award-winning books before returning to the folksier sound.
He wrote books as well?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, he's an author.
Bloody hell.
Folksier sound of his early solo releases. Storm Damage completes a gorgeous trilogy of mature male musings that began with 2014's Hendra and then Fever Dream. Unsurprisingly, the production is top-notch, an innovative blend of classical and contemporary featuring piano, double bass, hybrid acoustic electronic drums, analogue synths and various snippets from a public sound archive. It makes for a rich tapestry.
Oh.
Especially on the album's centrepiece, Irene, where the circular twang of a raceophonic guitar is joined by gentle keyboards and warm fuzzy pads. Current era Watt, however, is probably most notable for his striking lyrics, where he addresses political implosion, the passage of time and fraying and rebuilding of relationships. Sometimes repeating yourself musically feels disrespectful to the sharpness of your feelings, Watt has said. Thankfully, he's very much in touch with his own.
Okay.
Music OMH website gave it 4.5 out of 5.
Jeez.
Yep. The artistic evolution of Ben Watt as a soloist continues apace. With Storm Damage, he reaches his most personal document yet. Everything But the Girl may be no more, but Watt, along with his wife Tracy Thorn, has, if anything, redoubled his creative work. Both have written frank and revealing books, and both are reaping the benefits of their life experience through intimate solo records.
Wow.
The To say life events have been challenging for Watt in the last 10 years would be an understatement. On the back of a life-threatening illness in the 90s, he recently lost both his brother and sister.
Oh.
The close proximity of those deaths have been compounded by the UK political pot boiler over the last few years, meaning there is a lot to let out in the storm damage songwriting. You should be warned in advance that this album will leave a lump in your throat and probably something in your eye. Yeah, my finger. The prime culprit is Hand, where Watt has a deceptively simple piano line for a companion. I wonder who'll be there when the light starts to fail, he asks. Who will carry my bags when I'm weary and frail? Storm damage may find Watt battered and bruised, but his response is one of recovery, demonstrating the power of music as therapy in the process. His versatility serves him incredibly well once again, and ultimately prevents the demons from bringing him down. By laying bare his troubles, Ben Watt has made his finest album yet. Kevin.
Yes.
Do you agree with such high ratings?
No.
Good.
So before we get into it, he's a legend.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
We've seen him DJ. I've listened to his mixes. He's very,
And
very...
we're huge Everything But the Girl fans.
Yeah, exactly. So the guy's a legend. So I was quite excited about this, and you sort of dropped a little bit of a hint that you weren't a big fan of it last week. So I sort of went, oh. And I actually really liked the first 4 songs. The first 4 songs, the intro catches you off guard.
Yes.
Because the intro, it doesn't ease you in. It's straight into the song and him singing, and you're like, oh, I'm taken back, because he's not a singer.
I was going to ask, thoughts on the vocals?
They're okay. They're passable, and at times they're quite nice. But he wouldn't, you know what I mean? It's not
what he's known for.
not what he's known for. He's still okay, right? And so...
Because how many Everything But the Girl songs did he sing on?
Oh, but that's not like... So it takes you a little bit while to kind of get used to the vocals and sort of get your head around what you're listening to. So you're straight in with Balance on a Wire, which is okay. Summer Ghosts, I really liked.
Yep.
I thought that was a really nice song. Retreat to Find and Figures in the Landscape. But those are the first 4 songs of the album, and then it just disappears for me.
Do you not like the track Irene? Because I actually do. I agree with that person.
I do not like Irene.
Yeah, right.
Do not like Irene. Knife in the Drawer, Sunlight, that he mentioned, Hand, didn't like that. So basically I've said, look, when you indicated this wasn't great last week, I was sceptical. However, I found myself really liking it. The first 4 tracks are actually really good. There are flaws though, if you want to find them, like his vocals. Or I actually disagree with the comment around the production of the album. When you compare the production of this versus Laura Marling, miles apart in the quality. But after track 4, for me, it goes downhill. It gets a little bit boring, a little bit samey, and it doesn't quite come back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, because it's 4 tracks that I quite like, 4 out of 10.
Oh.
But it's, to be fair, it's a 6. So you got it. So that sounds harsh. On the 5 scale, it's not a 3 out of 5, because that's a 6 out of 10, which is an album I would probably go, yeah, good job. I'd probably go back to that. It's not great, but I'd go back to that. For this, I'm saying you've got a couple of good songs that I quite liked, but not for me.
Yeah.
That's why.
So I agree with you. Top 4 tracks. I also do like Irene, though. That's the only difference.
Okay, cool.
Look, yeah, it is well produced, and it is like different instruments, and the lyrics are beautiful, and he's an incredible songwriter,
right?
Incredibly talented person. I just didn't find it massively enjoyable. It's just not an easy listen. It doesn't really go anywhere.
No,
it's not. I don't even know what genre you'd call it. Like I don't. It was kind of confusing in that way for me. The voice after 8 songs, I can't listen anymore. I do find that, because he's not a bad singer.
No.
Like, he's not, like, but I don't know, it just doesn't hook me in. I give it a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
I was just a little bit nicer than you, which is weird. But
you liked one more song than me, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
so.
And I always give a point for effort.
And I really wanted to like this, because I really wanted to come in here and say to you, well, you're wrong, and have this big debate. But I was like, I just can't. There's nothing in that other half of the album that hooks me.
No.
Should we get into Laura Marling?
Sure. So, Laura Marling. She is
Talk to me about her. I don't know much about her.
Solo artist. This is like her 6th or 7th album. She has been nominated for Mercury Music Prize Award. She's had a lot of nominations, Brit Award. I need you to understand all of that that's happening. She's still only 30.
She's only 30?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, like, just incredibly talented. Her first couple of albums I really liked, and then I forgot that she was around, but she's obviously released those albums in the middle. She gets lots of critical acclaim. She appears on a lot of other people's music. Obviously, we spoke about Ed O'Brien, but
which was a bit of a waste of talent, to be honest.
Yeah, that whole album was. But anyway, I was dubious about giving you this as homework, but then I thought, nah, tough. So it's called Les Says for a reason. So and I just wanted to be, because it's not going to be your normal type of music, but you know. Anyway, shall I tell you some reviews? Let's just see if you agree with these.
Sure, go for it.
The Guardian, our friend Alex Petridis.
5 out of 5. 6 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Laura Marling has described her 7th solo album as a kind of conceptual work. Song for Our Daughter, she says, is about trauma and an enduring quest to understand what it is to be a woman in this society. The songs are written to an imaginary child, offering her all the confidences and affirmations I found so difficult to provide myself.
Oh, okay.
It also turned up months earlier than expected. Scheduled for release in August, the beginning of the annual 3-month season where albums by major artists traditionally appear, it has been brought forward. In the light of the change to all circumstances, Marling wrote on Instagram, I saw no reason to hold back on something that at the very least might entertain and at its best might provide some union.
Awesome, well done.
Yep. There is no escape from what's going on in the outside world, so to release an album now, an artist would have to be pretty confident they'd made something capable of cutting through the constant roar of noise about the terrifying global crisis. Something capable of subverting our natural inclination to react by turning to stuff we already know and love and find comfort in. But a lack of confidence has never been Laura Marling's undoing. As so-called sensitive songwriters go, she always cuts a remarkably robust figure. I have not a fuck to give, she snaps on opener Alexandra, and all the contents of Songs for Our Daughter are distinctively less gooey and self-absorbed than an album offering advice to an imaginary unborn child might be in less assured hands. The effect is heightened by the production. It's a highly polished piece of work, big on rich string arrangements and intricate harmony vocals. There's a particularly striking moment when a swirl of voices, all Marling's, multi-track to infinity, rises up to underpin the line, I love you goodbye, on the end of the affair. But it's recorded in a way that creates a live feel. The lack of echo giving the illusion that Marling and her band are in close proximity to the listener. The effect is impressively punchy on Strange Girl, but on the songs that fill the album's second half, which are largely reliant on vocals and fingered-picked guitar, the production conjures a warm, fresh intimacy that feels welcome in a world of Zoom meetings and FaceTime catch-ups. Perhaps now is the perfect moment to release it after all.
Okay.
NME.
Perfect.
5 out of 5.
Yeah.
A lifeline for turbulent times. This folk singer's 7th album, a tribute to figurative character, largely eschews percussion in favour of piercing words. It's a graceful ode to resilience. We are living, we be told, through uncertain times. Routines have been upended, each day feeling unstable and insecure. Any hint of regularity, crucially that which is enjoyable, has become essential. Enter Laura Marling's 7th album. The release is something of a surprise, a burst of novelty within the new normal. Across 10 airtight tracks, meticulously crafted and elegantly delivered, it's an absolute triumph. Oofed. An album stripped of everything that modernity and ownership does to it is essentially a piece of me, and I'd like for you to have it, Marling has said in Song to My Daughter. Album 7 is a piece of a person we are familiar with. It might be less folky than our previous work, which it definitely is, more guided by vital words than percussive rhythm, but it still feels cohesive, like a safe haven. This album is a balm, Marling a lifeline and a source of stability. We are lucky to have her.
Oh, that's nice. Lovely.
So, big reviews there. I'm going first.
Okay.
This is one of the best albums that I've heard in the last 2 years.
Whoa! Jesus!
Hands down.
Really?
her voice, because I was dubious, because I like some of her early, and the not so folksy. Sometimes it can be a bit too folksy for me, and I'm like, oh. Though she has packed so much into 10 songs, the lyrics, that when you actually sit and listen to them, it's like she's telling a story, it's like she's giving advice, it's like you feel she's talking to you. Like, it's stunning. Her voice is absolutely incredible. She reminded me a little bit of Eva Cassidy in terms of her voice in this album. I've never thought that before. As a musician, the way that she puts those tracks together, they're beautiful, they're haunting, they're emotional. You want to laugh. It's some of the tracks that put a smile on your face, other ones that you want to cry. Some of them you feel it. And when he said that you feel that you're kind of in close proximity to her, you do. It doesn't feel like an overproduced pamp album where it does just feel too much.
I agree.
These are beautiful, stripped back songs, and I will go this album absolutely blew me away. I actually don't know how many times I've listened to this album this week.
Really?
It is absolutely incredible. I ask everyone right now, go and do yourself a favour and listen to this album. Whether you think you like folk music, whether you think you like Laura Marling or not, go and listen to this album. The maturity in her songwriting and the insight for someone who's just turned 30, and this is her 7th album, is a natural talent, and this album deserves to be spoken about. For me, this is 9 out of 10.
Hochi mama, 9 out of 10. Is that the highest rating you've ever
Absolutely
given?
love it. I was nearly going to do 9.5. I was that close to giving it 10.
Jeez.
And I can't give it 10 because you know how I feel about that. But I want to, because I don't have any fault. There are no songs on. I'm not going to go through the tracks because I would just read out all the songs I like, which is the whole album.
Yeah.
But there are there's ones that stand out for me. But just the different. I don't know. I just think this album is an incredibly beautiful, well constructed piece of art, and it's blown me away.
Wow.
I want to give it 10. I'm dying to give it 10.
Give it 10.
But it's that good.
See, is it a 5 out of 5 album? Because then if it is, it's a 10 out of 10 album. See, that's you got.
I don't understand this 5 thing.
It makes sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me. It's got to be at least 9.5. It's, I'm just arguing over semantics. See, I'm arguing about what I put. It's weird what you put into that. But if we're doing it if we're giving it a rating on comparisons of what other 10s are, that's hard, because I don't know if it's not going to be standing up like a definitely maybe. But if I'm giving it personally about trying to find fault with it, and I find fault easy, let's be honest, I can't. I can't. Blown away. Wow.
All right, well, I thought it was a pile of crap. No, I'm just kidding.
You probably did.
So the elephant in the room is this is not my type of music at all.
But that was my point. I don't think it has to be for this album.
However, this is lovely. She can sing. She can really sing. Beautiful vocals. And when I said earlier about the production, I think the production on this is beautiful because I was listening to it while I was working and I had my headphones in. And you can hear every instrument. Yes. Every touch.
I love it.
And it feels so close to, and I'd be typing away, tap, 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 and then I'd stop and I'd listen to the music and I'd go, it actually, and obviously it depends on what you're listening to and how and stuff like that, but I was like, it felt different to Ben Watt because the music just had a different feel, a real feel to it. I don't know, it just felt different to me, and I got closer to it. For me, the start of this album, it's exactly the same as Ben Watt's, right? Which is the first 4 or 5 songs are really strong. And then I think it was The Guardian maybe who said the second half relied on her vocals and the guitar. And that's for me where I drifted away from this album. So, Alexandra, great intro. Yep. Great intro. Held Down, amazing.
Such a stunning
song. Strange Girl reminds me of Sheryl Crow. Like, it's funky, it made me
fun.
Tap my foot. It was good. Only the Strong is lovely as well.
Oh, beautiful.
But everything past Only the Strong is a little bit samey because and it's not. It's still beautiful songs, but it's just a person singing with a guitar. It's always going to feel samey, right?
I don't know. I think she brings in so many different touches, so many different elements, so many different moods into 10 short songs. This album's 39 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go too quickly. It doesn't feel too long. It feels about right. But you're right. I love hearing even because you just know you can actually sense her finger on the
you can
the
feel them.
strings
You can move it. Yeah.
which I actually prefer to the overproduced music. But out of 10,
6.
far out.
3 out of 5. Look, it's not an album I'm going to rush back to. I'm really glad I listened to it because the first half of the album for me is really, really up there. For me, the tail end of it kind of drifts away a bit for me. 6 out of 10.
Did you think I'd love it that much?
Yeah, it kind of had you written all over this one.
I just think it's incredible. It's blown me away this week.
But should we play something from it?
Oh, please.
What do you want to play?
What will we play? Strange Girl.
Done. Let's play. I really like that. So Laura Marling with Strange Girl.
Get all your records out and throw them all away. No one left to listen to, much less to say. Working hard and getting on, still not getting paid. Stay low, keep brave. Woke up in a country who refused to hold your hand. Kept falling for narcissists to insist you call the man. You work late for a job you hate, which never fit the plan. Stay low, keep brave. I love you, my strange girl, my lonely girl, my angry girl, my brave. I love you, my strange girl, my lonely girl, my angry girl, my brave. Build yourself a garden and have something to attend. Cut off all relations cause you could not stand your friends. Announce yourself a socialist to have something to defend. Oh, young girl, please don't bullshit me. I love you, my strange girl, my lonely girl, my angry girl, my brave. I love you, my strange girl, my lonely girl, my angry girl, my brave. Change how you feel. It's good to break the seal and blow us both away. It's changing all the time, and it starts to blur the line that's supposed to keep you safe. And you roll like a tidal wave. And you roll like a tidal wave. I love you, my strange girl, my lonely girl, my angry girl, my brave. I love you, my strange girl, my lonely girl, my angry girl, my brave.
You got to think that I would give a 6 out of 10 for that. You wouldn't even think I would come in guns.
Felt lower.
Oh, see, okay. No, I don't. I quite enjoyed it, and it's very nice to sit and work to.
Yeah. But listen, people go and listen to it. Strange Girl, the track you just heard, is probably the most accessible track
Poppy,
on the album.
yeah.
Which is why I picked it, but some of the other ones are absolutely stunning. So this week's homework, it's getting quite tough just now because to everybody's comments, the albums that should be coming out are getting held.
Right.
So this week's homework, which was already planned, isn't now it.
Oh.
So, scraping the barrel a wee bit here until next week.
That's nice.
But
What have we got?
and I'm not really. So somebody asked me about 3 weeks ago whether I was going to review this album and this person. And I wasn't going to, because I don't particularly like them as a person or agree with their politics. And I was like, nah.
Really?
But now, one, there's not much around.
Oh.
And then two, I thought, no.
Be professional.
Yeah, well, it's not even about being professional, because it says I'll choose what I want to listen to. But, so it's Morrissey.
Whoa.
Can't stand him. I'm Not a Dog on a Chain. Well,
wow.
so I thought, no, do you know what? I love the Smiths. I don't like how he's gone so far right now, but I love the Smiths. Love them. Absolutely adore them. So I thought, do you know what? Let's give this a crack. So that's your first one. And then the second album, which is a bit poppy, a bit left field, we've spoken about them before, is La Rue with her new album, Supervision.
I'm quite looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Very different. So that's going to be an interesting week for that. That's good. Good choices.
Thanks.
I mean, one thing I'll say, I like that you are picking albums of different genres that I would never listen to. I'd never listen to Morrissey.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I kind of want to do. What I want to do is in this section, new releases from bands that people know, but obviously British bands and British talent. Mm-hmm. Some of them that, like, say, a Porridge Radio that we might not have heard of.
Yeah.
But then let's review the people like Morrissey who we have, because let's talk about that as well. And like Laura Marling.
Never going to listen to Laura Marling.
Oh my God, I can't actually. I'm excited to listen to it again. That's how it makes me feel.
Oh wow, that's great.
Like, I love it. I was laughing and crying at this album. I had my, it sounds so good on
proper headphones. And
I had them on yesterday reading my Malcolm Turnbull biography outside.
Oh my God.
Can't wait to hear what he's got to say about Dutton. I'm excited for that chapter. Don't care about your childhood.
Who's Malcolm Turnbull, for people who don't know?
So he's the ex-Prime Minister of Australia before Scomoron. Scomoron ousted him. Yeah. But I'm far pleased that we got Scomoron and not Dutton.
Absolutely.
Who is just the devil incarnate.
On to better things. Yes. This week's album.
Oh my God. I don't know how I'm going to hold it together for this.
Really?
Genuinely don't know.
It makes you that emotional?
Because I didn't expect Laura Marling to give me that feeling as well.
Oh.
So I'm putting myself out here with the high ratings and the high love and the high emotions. I'm probably going to have a lie down after this episode, if I'm completely honest. And it's too early for a drink, so I don't know what to do.
Is it?
Well, when we're finished, this might not be. And I got my whiskey from the whiskey club. So
you joined a whiskey club.
Love a whiskey. This one apparently has honey and butterscotch notes.
Chocolate and raisin.
Chocolate raisin and peanut butter brittle.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well done.
So I'll tell you if that's the case.
You just need, like I said, just
tonight.
keep every month get one, and then in 6 months' time I'll come over your house and we'll do a little tasting, and I'll see if we can
actually have that.
If it tastes anything other than just
whiskey. It tastes like whiskey. And it tastes like whiskey.
We were watching this crime drama last night, and it was me, Mum and Dad. And I'm like, I'm going to get a whiskey. Does anyone else want a whiskey? Mum's like, I'll have one. Dad goes, yeah, I'll have one. I'm like, what? Everyone, my mum drinking whiskey.
Neat.
Yeah. Oh. No ice. My dad had ice, I had ice. But neat.
Your mum had no ice?
No ice.
She's hardcore.
That's because she's tough.
That doesn't surprise me. In the slightest.
Oh, God. Let's get into Starsailor.
Please.
Yeah, let's get into it. So, album came out in 2001. Where were you in 2001?
I was in Edinburgh.
Uni?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last year.
And do you want to talk to me about why this is so important to you?
So, this album has so many memories for me. Last year at uni, a lot of people I knew liked this album. Mm. You know, you're younger, you're a student, you're full of hormones.
Oh, I don't need to know about you.
But do you know what I mean? You just have all this, like, what's life, what's ahead of me, relationships seem more intense, like, everything is intense. I actually miss that. Everything's so a bit more... Everything's a bit more adult now.
Stop trying to be all, like, you were not philosophical at, like, 21.
No, but I was. Far more, you were. Everything was like...
Deeper.
Yes, now it's just like, oh...
Can't be bothered with that.
How am I getting towards my house deposit? Have you paid the gas bill? Should I nip out to Woolies? Like, there was that sense of what, I don't know, I'm telling you now, looking back on it, was that sense of wonder. What am I going to do when I finish uni?
Okay.
Who am I going to fall in love with? Will I fall in love?
Oh,
What's
wow.
it going to look like? Will I still see my friends? Should I travel? What? Oh, like, the world was so open.
Oh.
What is wrong with me today?
I don't know.
Like,
Was this? Did you go through puberty when you were 21?
no, I just went through because as well you live in this bubble. Thinking about it reminds me of now when you live in this bubble. I had housemates, and they were like your life, and then you had your uni mates, and then you had uni, and then I worked in Tesco, and then you looked forward to your nights out, and you had your friends from back home, as in 40 miles away, but you thought you were miles away, like you really did think that you were the other side of the world.
Yeah.
And then he just had this everything was bigger. Relationships were bigger, friendships were bigger. I wonder what they mean by that text. I wonder if they like me. Is that what, just insane. And just, I don't know, just when I think about it now, when I go like that, what you think about, what consumes me now is none of that. Just you're older. And I'm not even that much older, it's only 20 years ago, but still, it's like the same amount of time again. I'm telling you, this album, and it brings, every time I hear this album, it brings it all back. I remember cold nights in Edinburgh, and we would never be able to afford to put the heating on, just for 1 hour. Oh. And it would be like, ugh. So I'd have a hoodie on, a dressing gown, and I'd be in my room, kind of dimly lit, trying to write an essay, but thinking about other things, and this album would be on. I just feel this I don't know, I love it, and it puts me there, and this album, it's just, yeah. And the lyrics, I can relate to a lot of the songs.
Really?
I felt like I could have written it. And I used to go, wish I'd written that, because that's how I totally feel. I'm serious. I mean, I listen to it now and I go, geez, Liz, shake yourself. But it's a different you, it's a different person. We grow up, we go through, we do. And I love that. It's like you evolve as a person, right? And so I listen to it now and it takes me back there and I laugh at my old self. And I go, that was intense. I'd never want to feel that again. Not too old for that. Not putting myself through that again. But yeah, that album just brings out all of that emotion in me.
Wow.
Really, really does.
Wow. We're going to get deep, aren't we?
Yeah.
This feels like one of those ones. All right.
So what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying to you was, this is my athlete. This is me putting it all on the line.
Good. All right.
And I could go away wounded, or I can be buoyant. And that will all be down to you, Kev. So you might want to think about what you're about to say.
So the album cover is a sort of train tracks.
Even that.
Oh my God.
Like the sun setting.
Yeah.
Those colours. What's that saying?
I don't know. It's just.
Are you moving towards a new day? Or is that you leaving the day with the sunset in the train tracks?
Oh my God! Did you really? You took all that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I used to
Wow. Yeah. Well. Yeah. The
see.
Yeah, I get it. The philosophical meaning behind the cut. Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, and there is that. So there's people. There are people, when you look at the YouTube videos, there's people that see a whole different meaning to some of the videos than what's actually appearing. I look at it and I go, oh, okay, that's straightforward. But then some of the comments are like, oh no, it's this deeper, it's light versus dark, it's evil versus good. And I'm like, what are you on?
Yeah.
But it was so obviously it was from Leslie Martin.
Yeah.
611 or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, the train tracks with Starsailor, Love Is Here, in small black print, 8th of October 2001. It's a debut album. Silence and Easy followed it in 2003, which went to number 2. EMI. Producer was Mark Aubrey and Steve Osborne, as well as Starsailor. So Mark had done like Kylie, Sugar Babes, Heavy Stereo, and Block Party. Steve Osborne's worked with heaps. Suede, Aha, New Order, Elbow, just heaps and heaps and heaps. The one thing about old Steve Osborne is he's the producer of a whole stack of Perfecto mixes.
Is he?
Yeah, remember you used to, like, everyone wanted the Perfecto mixes. So he done like U2, Moby, the Rolling Stones, Hurricane #1, he did the mix for them, Duran Duran, the Smashing Pumpkins. So he did a stack of the production on Perfecto mixes. It got to number 2, and it's 11 tracks, 57 minutes. I cannot wait to talk to you about the secret track on this.
Oh.
How long was it in the charts?
79 weeks.
Oh, it's not bad. 47. Not bad. Almost a year. Let's get into the charts then. Top 10 albums of that time. Westlife, Coast to Coast.
Oh my lord above. One of the worst bands to have ever graced this earth.
Oh, there was Westlife and Boyzone, wasn't there?
Oh,
2 Irish boy bands.
awful.
Onka's Big Mocha by Top Loader.
Oh god.
Chocolate. No, this is just all my stuff. Chocolate Starfish in the Hot Dog Flavoured Water by Limp Bizkit.
Oh god.
Love that. Music by Madonna.
Music.
Sing When You're Winning by Robbie.
Oh.
Parachutes by Coldplay. Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem. Westlife. Oh wait, they got 2 albums. They got Coast to Coast by Westlife, and then they got Westlife by Westlife. Oh my god. The Greatest Hits by Texas.
Oofed.
And then one by Beatles. So that's all their number 1 hits.
Oh yeah, I had that.
Did you?
Yeah, still do.
Okay. Don't care.
No.
Singles. Eminem, Stan.
Oh yeah. There's one with Dido on it, isn't it? Yeah.
Santos with Camels. Mystique with Why. Can We Fix It by Bob the Builder.
Oh my god.
Have you seen what they've done to Bob the Builder now? Kind of how Bob Builder was like an animation.
Yeah.
Well, now it's a cartoon now, and it doesn't have Neil Morrissey as the voice anymore. Like it's not what Bob the Builder was. Not what Bob the Builder was.
It's really sad, Kev. Wow.
Yeah. Inner Smile by Texas.
Oh, nice.
You know that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Buck Rogers by Feeder.
Thoughts on Feeder?
I don't know.
I do. No, don't like them.
You don't like them?
No.
I don't think I've given them much time, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't. Nah, I wasn't a huge fan. I wanted to be, but I wasn't.
Okay, I'm sure people are. The Way You Make Me Feel by Steps. Every Time You Need Me, Fragma, featuring Maria Ruba. And Touch Me by Rui de Silva.
What a song!
What's that go like?
Touch me in the morning.
Oh, banger.
Last thing at night. Keep my body warm, baby. You know it feels right.
Nice.
Amazing.
And at number 1, Jennifer Lopez with Love Don't Cost a Thing.
'Cause love don't cost a thing. Thinking you're not there, but you don't. Think you can stand your man, I won't. Even if you were broke, my love don't cost a thing.
How old do you reckon she is now?
83?
50. You 50?
Yeah, she is.
She looks stunning. I saw her in some movie.
Oh, do you know what was funny? You know how she did the Super Bowl thing with Shakira?
Did she?
Yeah. So they did this dance, and it wasn't that inappropriate. It was just like they were doing, like, they did their own songs, and then eventually they came together. And I was watching ABC News, and the lady on it who, like, she's like, I just find it wholly inappropriate. And I was like, it's just J-Lo and Shakira having a dance. This is 2020, get off my TV. Really annoyed me. Anyway, to be honest, she looked cracking and still can...
Yeah, that's what I mean. She looks stunning.
Yes.
Absolutely stunning. All right, Starsailor. Formed in Wigan. So what we'll do, I think we do the same as what we did last time, which is I'll give a bit of background about the band, and then you have done the whole journey again of their albums.
Again.
I know.
Yeah, I've done it a few times.
Knocking it out of the park.
Hoping for a different result.
Ooh. So formed in Wigan in 2000, guitarist and vocalist James Walsh, drummer Ben Byrne, bassist James Stelfox and keyboardist Barry Westhead. The band met while studying music at the Parsons Walk campus of Wigan and Lee College. Bassist Jim Stelfox and drummer Ben Byrne have been playing together in Warrington, Cheshire for a while, and when their regular singer fell ill, they recruited James Walsh from the school choir. Were you in the choir?
No.
Was there a choir? Do you remember being in the choir? Was there a choir?
I think there was.
There was a school band. I remember the school band.
I mean,
It was all prefix.
I should have been in the choir, let's be honest. But no.
I was devastated I didn't get to be a prefect. Were you a prefect?
What do you think?
I was devastated.
You know, it was peer nominated, and then the teachers actually got to pick.
Ah.
So I got peer nominated heavily.
You would have, yeah. Teachers went, nah, mate.
Veto.
Nah.
No. Oh, okay.
What was your brother? He was. I bet you he was.
He was head boy.
Head boy. Just chalk and cheese, you two.
Chalk and cheese. But I bet he wasn't peer nominated.
The teachers all wanted him. That's
exactly.
what it would have been.
Whatever.
So originally they were called Waterface.
Jeez.
Waterface.
That's quite funny.
It's
But
quite
it's
funny. It
still-
wouldn't have lasted though. It doesn't have the maturity to last, does it really? They tried a number of guitarists before they asked longtime friend Barry Westhead to join in 2000 on keyboards, and James decided to play the guitar himself as they couldn't find anyone else decent. James, in an interview with Songwriting magazine, well, we all went to college together in Wigan, but I'm a few years younger than the rest of the band. There was an end-of-term concert, and the guy who was meant to be singing, who was in the higher year, fell ill. So my lecturer at the time put me forward. That's the first time the rest of the band heard me sing. Then they approached me in the pub afterwards and said, do you want to come to rehearsal? So someone's misfortune is my fortune. There's so many stories about that.
There's so many.
So many stories. I don't think I've ever talked about this, but I sang for the band back in school. Do you remember? What was the band called? Mingus's band called again? So their singer, another bloke called Kevin, pulled out, and they did it, and it was between me and a guy called Stuart. And so we went down to the White Horse Inn.
Oh yeah.
Which is this like
This doesn't exist.
dive of a pub, and underneath there was like a sort of studio where they rented out. And they were a good band. They were a really good band. And so I tried out to sing for them.
How'd that go?
Well, you know. So it was me versus this other dude, and I sang Champagne Supernova about 3 or 4 times. And anyway, at the end, Mingus said to me, like, as I was leaving, he's like, look, all you need to do, mate, is just practice. Practice, practice. Keep singing, singing, singing. All the time you need to sing. So I was like, oh, wow, that sounds really exciting and, you know, promising. And so I went home and I sang and I sang and I sang. Next day at school, I got told they'd pick the other guy.
Oh.
And that was it. That was the end of my singing career. But
Better for everyone.
better for everyone. Better for me, because if I'd probably been in that band, I probably would have stayed in Perth to be part
I
of.
think that was all done and dusted before you went away, I think.
No, they were still. They didn't last long. Good band though. You never tried out. You did a couple of open mics, didn't you?
Yeah, I think they were, yeah. I didn't even know. It was certainly a male band. I don't think they wanted a female vocalist.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Okay. I really wanted to be the lead singer as well. I was devastated. I was really upset.
Oh.
I was really upset.
Well.
Anyway, and they played at the school assembly or whatever. I was so pissed off.
But do you remember what they played? Do you not remember that first?
Yeah, they played. What did they play?
The Man Don't Give A by the...
Super Furries.
Yep. And then they dedicated it to a
I
teacher.
wouldn't have sang that.
Dedicated it to a teacher.
Right, okay, where was I? So they changed the name to Starsailor after the 1970 album Starsailor by Tim Buckley. Comes up a lot, Tim Buckley. James to Digital Trends. It's obviously flattering that our band has become synonymous with the name, Walsh admitted, and hopefully we're carrying on his legacy by honouring the emotion and soul in his music rather than failing it in some ways. Oh, you can definitely... Emotion and soul in Starsailor, right? Obviously, Tim Buckley's a massive hero of mine and his son Jeff as well. Got a note to talk to you about this. So what was your thoughts on Tim Buckley? So he died when he was 29
I know.
with a heroin overdose, leaving two sons, which was Jeff Buckley, one of which was Jeff Buckley, who also died at 30.
He drowned.
He
didn't
drowned.
Yeah.
So what was your thoughts on the old Buckleys?
I don't know a lot about Tim, but certainly Jeff. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Very, very, like a real shame, real waste of a talent.
It is, isn't it?
And I don't think he released a lot before he died. I don't think there was a huge amount, but from what he did do. I mean, everybody knows him for that cover of Hallelujah.
Yep.
Which is still probably one of the best versions of that, if not the best. Don't you think?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's an album that reminds me about an old girlfriend. Like, you know how you just have albums that just someone likes and it just attaches you to that?
Yeah.
Alright, so Enemy saw them really early. One live encounter was enough to convince many skeptics that here was a band that were genuinely special, blessed with a singer whose voice thrummed like an emotional telegraph wire, that swerved the pitfalls of indie melancholia and were clearly in love with rock and roll and all its possibilities. Wow. Apparently a lot of companies were after them and it showed because they signed with EMI for their first one. The first single, Fever, earned them the title of Britain's best new band, and their third single, Alcoholic, gave the group their first UK top 10 hit before their critically acclaimed debut album, Love Is Here, reached number 2 in the UK album charts. It's really weird though, like I tried to go back and find reviews for this album and there's not many. I don't know whether it was a timing or whatever, but Enemy gave it 4 out of 5. That was one of the fans. Most importantly, and a real kick in the head for anti-traditionalists, every one of these 11 songs embeds itself in your mind. Their obvious influences, Buckley's, Young, Morrison, The Verve, synthesised into something mysteriously moving. Even at its sturdiest, the straight arrow folk fury of misguided flow. The plaintive title track, the songs come spiked with that voice. You cannot legislate for the euphoric swoop of lullaby and the tough love rawness of Talk Her Down. You cannot smash Love Is Here into its constituent parts because whatever language Starsailor speak, they speak it from the heart. That's very true, right? It's very raw.
That's beautiful.
So I'm about to hand it to you. They did a UK tour and supported the Manics before doing an American one supporting Doves. It would have been a great gig for you.
It would have been a great gig.
Weirdly enough, I can't find any awards for this album, only that Q listed Love Is Here as one of the top 50 albums of 2001, and Enemy rated it as the fifth best album of the year. Now, Silence Is Easy came out in 2003, it went to number 2. Should we talk about Phil Spector for a second?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Controversial.
So, I don't know, but some people are obviously going to know this, some people will not, but I was like, now normally I don't go into this much detail with the follow-up albums, but because of the story behind this, I think it's fairly interesting, right? So Phil Spector, the last album he worked on, you don't want to talk about this?
I do, it's just crazy, the story's crazy.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to be on the line here, right? So Phil Spector, the last album he did was the 1988 album by the Ramones called End of the Century, right? So imagine that, like massive gap between that and Starsailor.
And so different.
So different. So Phil Spector's daughter came up after the gig, a Starsailor gig, right? So they were interviewed by a website called flaresandseagulls.com, right? With Starsailor, you've worked with Phil Spector and Ronnie Wood. How did that all come about? I heard you had to sack Phil Spector. Phil Spector, his daughter, was a big fan of the band, so that was a connection. The initial sessions were brilliant, really good. We did Silence Is Easy and White Dove. It was hard to communicate with him and work with him, and it was really sad to see. Everyone around us was baffled by the recordings that were coming out and saying, this isn't working, we should find someone out. We actually persevered with Phil Spector for a long time because I knew him and regarded him as such an amazing producer. I thought he must be able to pull it together at some point. He must have some tricks up his sleeve. However, the longer it went on, the longer I realised that no, this was just a mess. So that was a right call, because in the same year, actress Lana Clarkson was killed in Spector's mansion. So he claimed it was an accidental suicide because she had kissed the gun. A mistrial happened in 2007. However, Phil was found guilty of the murder in the second degree and sentenced to 19 years in prison. So Phil, if you don't know who Phil is, right? So he was the guy who produced Let It Be by the Beatles.
I know.
He co-produced Imagine by John Lennon and Death of a Ladies' Man by Leonard Cohen. That's how big this guy was, right? So you can imagine Starsailor like jumping at the chance to work with this guy, and then obviously they had some unusual sessions, and then this happens in the same year that your album's going to come out. Like, so this is from The Guardian.
I was going to say dodged a bullet, but it's probably not the right thing to say.
No,
Said it now though.
It's too late now.
Well,
it's gone. So they said that they had an interview with The Guardian in the same year. On February the 3rd, their idea was again sent spinning when the news broke that Spector had been arrested. Starsailor's initial reaction was one of shock, sadness for the victim, Nicole, and Spector himself, who had claimed the gun had went off by accident. If he's innocent, it's an incredibly traumatic experience for a 62-year-old man to go through, sighs Walsh quietly. Seeing his sad face in that horrible picture where he's getting taken into the police car with handcuffs on, his head was bowed. It wasn't nice seeing him like that. They finished the album with engineer Danton Supple, where John Leckie produces one track, and an orchestra at least partly in the style of their mentor. Walsh admits Spector haunts the song's moods, even on the tracks when he wasn't there. There are defiantly no regrets. We've got 2 tracks out of Phil Spector, which is more than anyone else has managed in 23 years, states Sel Fox philosophically. What a privilege. He drains his glass. Although next time I think we'll produce it ourselves. What did you think of the album? The follow-up?
so disappointing.
Ooh.
Very. So I was trying to find some reviews for all their albums as well, so pretty similar like to what I was doing with Coldplay. So Pitchfork gave Love Is Here 5.7. I won't say what I give it yet. And then Silence Is Easy, they gave it 4.9.
Jesus.
You've mentioned the fact that it got to number 2 in the UK charts. I think that is basically, you know how my second album theory?
Follow-up, yeah.
It's that all over. Because when we go through the rest, it doesn't play out that way. They released 3 singles from Silence Is Easy, which was Silence Is Easy, Born Again, and 4 to the Floor. They talk a little bit about the Thin Duke remix. They said they really wanted to have a track that was just going to fill dance floors for like years to come, which it did. It's a cracking remix. Probably one of the best remixes of an indie song ever. I would put that up there.
Absolutely agree with you.
Because it really works.
Absolutely agree with you.
Interestingly for me, the songs they've picked as singles, apart from like Born Again, I wouldn't released as a single.
Oh, okay.
And those 3, 4 to the Floor is great, but there are 2 other cracking songs on that album. So Fidelity and Shark Food, they're great songs.
Okay.
That's as close as they get to the Starsailor of Love Is Here. The sound is so different. The album is so different. Love Is Here is so raw. Like, so raw. Like, it's going to really alienate some people because of that, and I get that. Silence Is Easy is far more accessible.
Correct.
It's a bit of an easier listen.
Yeah.
But there are no moments like there are in Love Is Here. It was a real disappointment for me.
Oh, wow.
And it came like 2 years later.
Maybe you had changed 2 years later and you weren't that deep thinker that you were anymore.
No, I don't think I was a deep thinker then. That's not what I'm saying, and you've got me wrong. What I'm saying is that it's not till you're older do you realise what you're going through when you're younger.
Right.
Is what I'm saying. It's not like I was actually deliberately trying to think that way. It's just the way that life is when you're 20. Because everything is so different and you're wondering what your future's going to be and it's all that.
Okay.
So when you're older, you look back on it and you go, wow, there's actually a lot to deal with. Like, because you're far more secure in yourself when you're coming up to 40 than you are at 20.
Of course.
You don't know what's going to happen. Am I going to graduate? What job am I going to get?
Yeah.
Like all of those things.
Yeah, okay.
I think this album highlights all of those decisions for me. Relationships are a lot more intense because you're like, I don't know. It's just I wasn't sitting deliberately trying to be a philosopher.
It was just the amount of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Got it. I digress. Yes.
So, anyways, Silence is Easy for me was a real disappointment. I would give that 6.5 out of 10 tops, and that's me being generous.
Okay.
Then we had 2 years later, 17th of October 2005, we had On the Outside. It got to number 13 in the UK album charts. They released 3 singles from that, In the Crossfire, This Time, Keep Us Together. This album was even more disappointing. Silence is Easy for me. Pitchfork gave it 4.7. I'd give it a 5.5, 6 out of 10. I reckon there's only 2 good songs in that album.
Oh my God.
Okay, this is the thing. This is not only 2 good songs. There are a lot of... The albums are good and they're easy to listen to and they've got good songs, but they never ever reach the height of Love Is Here, and they've moved so far away from that. I'd love to know why they did that. Is it because it's more accessible? But then I'm like, well, is it? Because Love Is Here did well.
What does it sound like?
It just sounds more generic indie.
Ah, right, okay.
Sounds more like any of the others. It sounds like Snow Patrol, it sounds like Athlete. It just sounds... They had their distinctive sound, I thought, in Love Is Here. His voice is distinctive.
Oh, yeah.
Their music was distinctive. Now it's just more of like the same. So I wasn't a fan of that one. Then there was a bit of a gap, about 4 years, and then they released All the Plans. That was released on the 16th of October 2009. It got to 26 in the UK album chart. They had only 2 singles from that, Tell Me It's Not Over and All the Plans.
Okay.
Tell Me It's Not Over is the only song I'd even recognise from that album. I paid it no attention.
Really?
Yep. There's no review for that from Pitchfork, hardly any reviews from anywhere. I'd give it a 5 out of 10.
This is All the Plans, right?
Yeah.
Guardian.
Tell Me It's Not Over is a good song, and that's it.
Guardian gave 4 out of 5
I
to
don't
this.
get that.
They gave 4 out of 5. They, let's see. Writing about love's lost and lessons learned seems to have given singer-songwriter James Walsh real drive and focus, and Ronnie Wood gets to provide an unlikely but perfectly suited Faces-style guitar. The songs have hooks big enough to land fish on. Even the Requiem for a Tragic Teenage Star, You Never Get What You Deserve, and the pop at Imperialist America, Stars and Stripes, with no one expecting it but themselves, Starsailors have delivered it.
Nah.
Nah. Okay.
And I don't know if it's because I always wanted them to produce another album like Love Is Here.
Got it. Okay.
But then they do.
Okay.
In All This Life. So we reviewed that. That got released 1st September 2017. It got to number 23. They released singles, Listen to Your Heart, great song, All This Life, which is the title track, and Take a Little Time. We rated this album high. I'm sure I gave it 8 out of 10 then.
We both did.
And I listened to it again for this exercise. Solid album.
So good.
It's as close as Love Is Here. It's not as probably deep or dark, but it goes back to that real solid songwriting with like Sunday Best is probably as close as Love Is Here as you're going to get.
So good.
That song wouldn't have appeared out of place on that album.
Yeah.
For me, that's what Starsailor do well. This other generic stuff in the middle, you're just the same as everybody else. I don't know why they moved away from that. I don't know if it was a record company thing. I don't know if it was the sound. But, yeah, they just never really... And I bought all their albums hoping that it would just come good. Mm-hmm. It did with All This Life. It'd be interesting to see what happens next. Like, if they do release another album, what that sounds like.
I can help you. There. So, in 2009, so skip back. So after the last... Well, not this version of Starsailor, but the last version. 2009, James started doing solo albums. So he's down... so James Walsh did his first solo album, which was called Lullaby, which is not on Spotify for us. I tried. And he's done 2 more. He's done Turning Point, and he's just done Tiger on the Bridge. Now, Tiger on the Bridge are phenomenal in terms of how he's done this, right? Now, I haven't had a chance to go through his solo career. But what he's done is, so at the Rack Studios in London, he recorded the album live. So there's pictures, and it's on his website, which we'll talk to later on. But he invited a whole bunch of fans to come into the studio. So he's on one side and he'll record the album bit by bit by bit, and you get to watch a live recording of the album.
Yeah, right, awesome.
How good is that? I thought that's really unique, and I think to be there
would have been awesome.
Would have been special. And there was even a successful marriage proposal during the recording.
Oh, lovely.
That's pretty special. So he did Lullaby in 2009. He did a song with Mel C in 2012, which I flipping had to listen to, which I haven't done. Turning Point 2014, Tiger on the Bridge in 2019, and then that's when they got back together in 2017 to do All This Life. Now, you sort of talked about how good that album is. Mm-hmm. The album is brilliant. If you like Starsailor and you have not listened to All This Life, you need to go and listen to it.
100%.
Because it is, I think it just went by the wayside, didn't get much attention. This is a great album.
It's a great album.
So, 2017 interview on Britpop. What was it like entering the indie scene post Britpop? Did it feel like an uphill task, or did those bands really help pave the way for what followed? James, I think they paved the way. Before that, dance music was the big thing when I grew up. Everyone wanted to be a DJ. Then all of a sudden, people wanted a guitar again when Oasis, Blur, etc. came along. Like most 14-year-old, I was a little bit too inspired at first, but once we added the Jeff Buckley, Neil Young, and Free Influence, we started to create something new. They just recovered on Tim's listening party.
I know, so...
Yeah, so we'll talk about that a little bit. One of the funniest things... So Tim basically said, what did he say? Walsh's mate is like a mate you haven't seen in a while, but it's always good when you meet up. It's a fine sound to spend time with, which is high praise from Tim, right? So I'm playing, playing a bit of Starsailor, right? I'd literally just typed that sentence into this document. Playing Starsailor. My wife comes in and she goes, "What are you listening to?" So we're playing this album, and I'm like, "Starsailor, why?" She's like, "Sounds like someone's hurt their toe. Has he hurt his toe?" I'm like, "Oh God." And so that's the on joke in the house. When Starsailor comes on, she'll come over and she'll show me her toe going, "Ah." So look, the one thing, he's got a very unique, distinctive voice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Should we get into the tracks then?
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to talk about?
Just the... So I saw them live at Perth City Hall.
Did you? That would be beautiful.
It really was.
When?
I saw them around about, would have been then, the release of this, 2001, I think.
Oh,
2000, it was when they released
lovely.
this. It was £10 a ticket, I remember it.
£10?
£10 a ticket, Perth City Hall, amazing. Such a intimate...
Yeah.
And I just was blown away, crying.
Oh, God.
Whole thing. It was just so beautiful to see. Like, such a beautiful... And they played all that.
Oh, that's nice.
And it was just amazing. I saw them live, I'm sure it was at Tina Park, or it was some festival. And they were good there, but that Perth City Hall one... incredible.
Lovely. Special.
Yeah, really special. This whole album is, like, it's... yeah, it's just that takes you right back to that. I would dread to think how many times I've played this album.
Really?
Like, genuinely. I just dread to think.
Okay. What do you think of Tie Up My Hands, the intro?
I love it.
Is this what it's going to be? I love it.
No. There's probably... well, yeah, pretty much. But Tie Up My Hands is when you knew you were in for something different.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's not... You know how I talk about a punch in the face?
Yeah.
It's not that, but it's... The first two guitar twangs of Tie Up Your Hands is you know how, like, Tim said, it's like you're meeting an old friend?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like when I put this on.
Oh.
And I went, oh my God, I know this so well. Like, I know this album so well. And I went, oh, you're back.
Oh, that's nice.
What that made me feel, that song.
Can you play this on the guitar?
No, but I should probably try.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a beautiful start. It really is. And like you said, the sound is really good because you can just hear every... of the guitar. Lovely. I like this. Bell1313. The song is so beautiful. The words and music work so well together to show the pain that he feels. I think that everyone feels torn between their love and their life at one time or another, and this singer's about that very division. So on the Twitter, he said, things were kicking off for the band when I wrote the lyrics for Tie Up My Hands. Definitely couldn't have drawn the men who ran the company, ran your life from my Chorley youth. It's a great start to the album.
Stunning.
Playing it?
Yeah.
But it's not your choice?
No.
Okay, let's play a bit
That
of
was
it.
such a hard thing.
I'm with you on this because I've changed numerous times this morning as well. So let's play a bit of Tie Up My Hands, the intro.
Wanna hold you, but my hands are tied. I wanna stay here, but I've been denied. Wanna lie here till we've killed this bitter doubt. I wanna hold you, but my hands are tied. I wanna stay here, but I've been denied. Let's watch the clock until the morning sun does rise.
Poor Misguided Fool.
This is the weakest song on the album.
Ooh, I am not with you, but I see where you're going.
I like it. It's the weakest song. I'm not saying it's a bad song. I still want you to play. I still think it's great, but it's the weakest.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's the one that stands out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it does.
It's funny you mentioned that. So I because this is our last single. So they released 5 singles from this album, right?
No, a bit much. Yeah.
Bit much. 30th of March 2002, got to number 23. The videos, like this is 20 years we're talking about, right? And I was watching the videos, and the videos look really good, like high def. You know, there's good looking CGI in some of the videos. Like it looks actually really, really good. So they're in this like church-like room, and then it's just them, and then it fills up with fans, and it's quite nice. But I said the same to you. I said, okay, not bad. Doesn't have the same impact to me as the intro, but it does pave the way into Alcoholic. Like it's a nice little...
Yeah, it does. It kind of breaks it up because you are about to... It does get quite deep, and that track does. And they do that quite well. They do break it up. I actually think their track placement's spot on. Because if you had a lot, and we could talk about that at the end, but I think if you had a lot of them all together, it could be like, so I actually think they've done a really good job at the track placement.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Because every time there's... I think there's 2 lulls for me in this album. And they're not skippers, but they're lulls. And then the very next song is one that I go, bang, I'm back in.
Agree.
So James said, Poor Misguided Fool was a bit of a rip-off to the coke-addled A&R men from an angry young man with a fragile ego. I'm much less judgmental now, and they were mostly just doing their job, to be fair. So let's play a little bit of...
Before you do that,
Go on then.
What's the song ratio
What do you mean?
of playing? Do I have to not... Can I have them all or not? Because if I can, I need to be selective.
Okay, well, you're not going to get them all.
So I can't have them all.
No, you can't
Well,
have
I
them
don't
all.
want you to play this then.
This is the one.
Yeah, I don't want you to play this.
All
How
right.
many am I allowed?
Usually it's about two skippers. Well, you pick this and I'll pick the other one. I'll make it easy for you.
Depends. Because
Right.
it could be the best song
So
on the album.
let's not play that then.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good.
Just have to check.
But it's not a bad song.
No, but I'm just...
And actually, I changed my opinion on the way here. I had this as a do not play, and then I actually went, that's not a bad song.
This is my do not play then. So if we've got to get rid of 2...
Alcoholic.
So, it's one of those overplayed ones. Can I just explain? This story will epitomise what this album is about to me, and about what you were talking about the thinking and stuff. I used to play this album to death, and I was at uni and one of the girls that I lived with was not, I mean, our music taste was pretty appalling. It was like Westlife and whatever. And she was always like, what is that you're playing? And I was like, you have just this beautiful, listen to the lyrics, it's amazing. So I remember being like, I don't know, 2 litres of White Lightning in. Because that's all we could afford, and put this song on. And I remember us debating it drunkenly, but like I was passionate about it. And then talking about, she's like, well, is it just about an alcoholic? And I went, I think it's deeper than that. I think it's symbolism for the fact that there's an addiction, and I don't know what the addiction is. Is it that, or is it them? And like we had this full-on argument. And I tried to find out if it was, because it's a quite blatant song if it was, or if it's not. And I remember at the time, loads of people were talking about it. It's not about that. That's not what it's about. It's about this. And it was just, that's what that album did for me. So I would want to play this song for that story and for that reason, because that night in my front room in my student house is as clear as day. Like, drinking the cider, talking about this, trying to get someone who does no music taste into this and just feel the depth of that emotion. Like, you're not going to get that from Flying Without Wings by Westlife. And it was just I remember that as clear as day. So I would want it played for that, not the strongest song on the album. Used to love it. I think it was that got me into this album, actually, when I first heard that. But it has been quite overplayed, and it's probably the most cliched of them all.
Third single, 29th of September 2001, got to number 10. Video's pretty good. I think it's like James is singing at the camera, but you've got the camera as the camera is the drunk person, because it sort of sways and falls over a bit during the video. It's actually pretty decent where the band are playing in the house. On the YouTube, the number one comment is from S. Greer. A hugely underrated band. Their first album is one of the greatest of the last 20 years, but criminally never figures in any top lists.
Agreed.
And you, like I said, I talked about it earlier, like when you go through the YouTube, a lot of the comments is like, why wasn't this band bigger? And, you know.
Because of their follow-up. Because they didn't. They didn't back it up. Oasis backed it up with What's the Story, Morning Glory.
Yeah.
Like, bands back it up with their second album. Maybe it's not always as good as their first, but they back it up enough to keep attention. What they did was, they wrote 11 stunningly beautiful, unusual songs at times, right? That have clearly resonated with people. And they backed it up with an album 2 years later that had none of that depth. None of it. There's 2 tracks on that album that gets even close, like I talked about. Fidelity, Shark Food. But they just never get back there. It's taken up to 2017 to remotely get close.
Okay.
That's for me why.
Yeah, that's fair. Look, I actually, same as you. It's funny, like, it's a great song, it's great writing, his voice is stunning. Does get a little bit too much. Some of the instruments, I found them all competing with each other, but then when it strips back to just the piano, it's just stunning. I had the same feeling as you around this song. I thought, oh man, I can't wait to hear this song again. And I heard that and I went, oh, okay. Didn't have the same feeling. It's still a beautiful song.
Yep.
But there are other songs in this album that I like better than
Oh,
this.
same.
So, but we will play Alcoholic. Yep. Absolutely. Alcoholic.
By my side, and the singer won't get enough. Your daddy's eyes, and daddy was an alcoholic, but your mother kept it all inside, threw it all away. I was looking for another you, and I found another one. I was looking for another you.
Lullaby. Oh!
This is my next lull.
I disagree. I like this song better than Alcoholic.
Nah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Again, not a bad song, but you're not going to let me play them all. So this would be, it's up to you, but this would have been my second no thank you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh no, it's a toss-up between that and another. But
Let me check my note. What's the other?
7.
Let's leave it to that one then.
Okay.
We're good. We're good. We're aligned. So I actually really like Lullaby. I would say it's probably my second choice as what would be my choice to play.
Really?
So
Not even close.
Really?
Again, this is the thing, right? You just got to get into your brain here. There are no bad songs on this album, but there are such amazing songs that you got to judge it on that. This, again, is the great track placement because you need that after you've come out of Alcoholic.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because you're about to go... Like, he's teased you with Tie Up My Hands, and then you go, oh, poor my skin is full, that's okay. Alcoholic, oofed.
Yeah.
And then Lullaby, lovely.
Right.
And then you go, oh, here we go. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, it is.
It really,
but it's
really
done really well. He said, I started Lullaby in my bedroom at home in Chorley from an uncut magazine headline called The Quiet American and finished it with the lads that are locked up in Warrington. I like this better than Alcoholic. This is where the Starsailor philosophical stuff comes from. So the video looks really simple. They're in a studio. James walks out and it's all dark, and he's walking down the street singing at the camera. It's all dark, and like the Wikipedia page is like, oh, this is a classic battle between light and dark and evil, and I'm like, he's just walking down the street, mate. He's just walking down the street singing, but I just think maybe you wrote that when you were 21.
Couple of ciders in.
Oh yeah, fucking definitely.
I never thought that.
But I do really like Lullaby. Let's play it.
Stop twisting my words tonight. If you get high on life, don't leave me behind. Lullaby, you live in my ruined mind. Make light of all my fears and lead me from here.
Way to Fall.
Oh, God. Oh, I've got something in my throat. It's feel to be alone. Oh my God, it blows you away, this song.
Yeah.
You don't think it's going. You don't think the song's going to take you where it's going to take you, because it just starts off slow, starts off nice, and then
It's gorgeous.
just kicks you in the guts.
So this is gorgeous. Do you know where the song is from?
Stunning. No.
It's from Metal Gear Solid 3. It's the end when the credits roll. That's the track that gets played.
Is it really?
So when you go look at the YouTube comments, it's all about, oh, this Metal Gear Solid brought me here. Like, I cried when the credits rolled, and all this. Like, people are really. Did you ever play Metal Gear Solid?
No.
Neither did I.
Don't like war games.
No war games, not at all.
Call of Duty does my nut.
Battlefield.
Nah. Killing people in a war. I don't mind doing it if it's for like a prize.
That's ironic because
Or a
you're
zombie.
a snapping bam when it comes to FIFA.
Yeah, that's fine.
Take my legs out from under
But
me
you don't die. It's not a war.
in my career.
No, I don't really. I've tried to like Call of Duty. I had to buy one. What one did I buy? And then it was just like, but then you got to find the thing and grenade and it blows up your leg anyway. And you're like, don't care.
I think, same as you, it is gorgeous. So one of the things, Invisible Touch, I actually cried because of this song at the end of Metal Gear Solid 3. It's really powerful.
So powerful.
So I think the lyrics of Way to Fall are about the risk you take when you go into anything absolutely wholeheartedly.
Yes.
But it's the only way to sometimes.
It's exactly how I used to think about this song. And that's how it used to make you feel, like you've got a way to fall, like you will fall, there's going to be a way, you're going to have to. And that was scary, because you're young, and you're like, going to have to take chances. I just can't be bouncing about being happy Les all the time. You're going to get hurt, you're going to get your heart broken, you're going to put yourself out there, you're not going to get that job. What if nobody loves you? What if that happens?
Oh God, the amount of existential thinking
Yes.
that's gone into this.
Yes.
Wow. Shall we play Way to Follow?
Yes.
I've got something in my throat. I need to be alone while I there's a hole inside my throat. I need to stay afloat for the sun.
Felt like giving you a hug there, but can't do it.
Can't do it.
Still not hugging. Still not hugging. It's gonna feel weird when you give like your first hug. Like when's it's gonna be weird. Like someone
What,
that
is
you
it
haven't
stage 1?
seen.
Is it stage 2? Is it stage 3?
Yeah, someone needs to tell me when I can hug someone. Fever.
You've got to help me here, right? Because this one or another song are the toss-ups of what to play. I think I'm going to go with my original choice. Just ignore me. This song is absolutely incredible. It's got to be either second best song on the album, third best maybe, but it's like,
So would you say this would be your second choice?
yes.
Right. I'll do you a solid. Right. This was my second choice as well, and given that it's both, it's my third choice, but you're not a massive fan of Lullaby, but I will play this.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think of this song?
I love it. I think it's absolutely good. I like the more upbeat Starsailor songs. People sometimes, I've read a couple of comments having a go about his voice. His voice is stunning. Like, I mean, yeah.
It would be an acquired taste to get that. There are
obviously my wife is not one of those
No.
said fans.
and it would be an acquired taste, but I do think that, yeah, it's funny, isn't it? When you think about vocalists, the ones where I go, his voice really ruins it for me. If you didn't like his voice, you couldn't listen to Starsailor. It's not one of those ones, like we're talking about Ben Watt. He's not, it's a generic voice, so it doesn't enhance your enjoyment of the album, but it doesn't take you away from it.
Mm-hmm.
His voice is actually what enhances my enjoyment of this
Of
album.
course.
But if you were like,
It's too much.
then you couldn't
You're
listen
done.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, you are done. So this was their first single, went to number 18. I couldn't find a video for this, but let's play the whole of Fever, right?
Oh my god, it's amazing.
There's a fever on the freeway in the morning, and the lover smiling for me without warning, without warning. There's an outlaw on the highway, and she's falling, and she's falling. Man, I must have been blind to carry a torch for most of my life. These days I'm hanging around. You're out of my heart and out of my town. There's a fever on the freeway in the morning, and
7, She Just Wept.
This is my wee lull.
I agree. It's a bit dull.
Yeah.
It's
doesn't
not...
have any of the hooks or any of the emotion or any of the pull or even the upbeat ones. It doesn't have any, because the upbeat ones have got really good hooks, like they stick in your head. I'm singing lullaby in my head now because it does do that. This doesn't. This is a song on the album you forget is even on it.
Yeah, I agree. It's funny because in the Tim's listening party, James said, I like the way it just builds. Lovely big simple drumming from Ben and some opened up piano strings and strums, growing organ, go on Baz. For me, this doesn't build.
I don't think it does. I don't
think it builds at all.
No, I don't think it builds.
So for me, I agree with you. Skip.
Skip.
Talk Her Down.
This is a great song.
It's a great song.
I'm marching in.
I love the honky tonk kind of piano, like the cowboy western feel to it. This is great. James said, I used to go to the World nightclub in Warrington all the time, but didn't have much luck with women. I think one said more than 2 words to me that night, so I went home and wrote this for them. I think this is a great song. Got anything to add?
No, just
play it.
Oh God,
Talk Her Down.
This is a little bit much for me.
Is this your pick then?
Yeah.
Love. Love is here.
I just want to... I'm just going to read out the lyrics.
Okay.
If you could see the lover in me and we could join our hands together, if you could see how good it could be and we could sing these stupid songs forever. You can't love what you have not, so hold on to what you've got. And the piano, and it's... Dun, dun. If you could see the lover in me. Oh my God! This is such an incredibly beautiful song.
Wow. I hear it.
Do you really?
No, of course not. I think it's all right.
Can you feel it? Love is here. It's never been so clear. I was hoping that would happen to me.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow.
And then he stops, and then it's like that. If you could see the aching in me. Oh, God. Then it said, I'd change my name in case you lost me.
Didn't Westlife write that lyric?
Shut up.
Love is here is another call to arms to the unlucky in love and romance to remember the good in your life when the things aren't going all to plan. You are getting teary. Oh, you are getting teary! No, don't look at me!
Oh, God.
Shall we play this lovely song that
all
moves
of it.
you? Alright, well, have we had you cry on the show yet? I don't think so. Oh, wow.
Told you it would be this one.
It is. Alright, well, let's play Love Is Here, the song that moved Lesley to tears.
see the lover in me, and we could join our hands together. You could see how good it could be. We'll sing these stupid songs forever. Can you feel it? Love is here. It has never been so clear. You can't love what you have not. So hold on to what you've got. Is Judy really smiling for me? I changed my name in case she found me. Trembling, I can't believe I've got to leave the girl behind me. Can you feel it? Love is here. It has never been so clear. You can't love what you have not. So hold on to what you've got. If you could see the aching in me, I'd change my name in case you lost me. Trembling down to my knees, I've got to leave the world behind me. Can you feel it? Love is here. It has never been so clear. You can't love what you have not. So hold on to what you've got. Oh, oh,
You better. Far out. I don't think I've seen you. No, I think that's the first time I've seen you lose it.
It's just
That's
amazing.
lovely though. That's beautiful. That's really nice. Good Souls.
Great song.
Great
and
song.
you need it.
Oh, you do. You do. You definitely need it.
This is why I think we don't talk about it. Well, we do sometimes about the track placements.
Mm-hmm.
For me, in this album, there is, usually they start off.
There's a couple of songs bulked together.
There's a couple of songs bulked together, or you always get the first 4 songs of that album are great, and then you lost me, or the back end of the album is never as good as the beginning. It doesn't happen in this one.
Yep.
It's an absolutely equal mix for me.
Yeah.
They've done that really well.
Yeah, they have.
Because they could have put Love Is Here, all of those songs right up at the, they could have been pretty top heavy, but they didn't. They spread them out really well. and then you come out of Love Is Here like you're melting in the corner, and then it's Good Souls, yeah, and you're like, yeah, happy again.
That's lovely. So it's the second single, came out in 2001 in May. And I have no video for it. I've put fantastic song here. It's just an absolute belter.
Belter.
It's a belter. He wrote on Twitter, Good Souls is the oldest song in here in terms of when it was written. I was enthralled to the Charlatans in Primal Screen, which I still am, and wanted something in our set that had the energy. Still proud of how it's held up and all the sentiment. Oh, that is nice. This was going to be my pick.
Fever's better.
Fever's better. But well, let's play a bit of Good Souls because it is a great song. Okay, let's talk about this for a second, eh? Let's talk about Coming Down.
Oh my god, amazing.
What?
The lyrics to this. Must I always take a backseat? Must I always be your clown? Did you ever really love me? Were you always coming down?
Oh, alright.
But I hope not. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, see your eyes, see your face, see your eyes. Shouldn't have left, shouldn't have lied. I'm sober, spirits died.
Oh, wow.
If you don't mind, and that's how it starts. If you don't mind, could we not fight? I see your clothes, woman, in the night. I'm sober, still alive. You waste your days on your own, getting drunk, getting stoned. I'm sober, still alone. Must I always take a backseat? Must I always be your clown? Did you ever really love me? Were you always coming down?
Oh, okay, all right.
You can hear the conversation.
You can, yeah.
You can hear how that feels.
Yeah.
Do you know how sad I was for him?
Oh.
Because just imagine that intensity of that relationship.
Yeah.
I know loads of people that are in relationships in their 20s and they're like, oh, old mate won't come out of his bed till 12 because, like, big night. And
But what if he made it up? What if it's bollocks and it's just a song?
That's not the point, is it?
Okay.
It probably is. But you have to remember, but you're just like, that's what lyrics do, though. You picture the scenario.
Yeah.
I doubt it did happen to him, but it might have done.
It might have done.
He sings quite a lot about this theme. If you think about it.
Well, he said, look, coming down, this is about the heart after a relationship ends.
Yes.
Before you've had a chance to reflect. I hope I'm more considered in my writing now, but everything is much more in black and white when you're 20. Everything is much more than black and white.
That's my point. This whole album is that to me, because that's what I was trying to say. Now, you'd be like that. Well, gotta be honest with you, mate. If you're stoned all the time, I don't want to know. I've got a job to hold down. I've got bills to pay. Whereas when you're 20, it's like, it's just that angst. It's just that things aren't as clear as they are. You grow into that. That album is that line is essentially what that album is to me. When things are blurred, things are grey.
Wow.
Paths are not defined. Like,
I think you and James need to have a beer.
I'd love that. James, if you're listening. But seriously, that's what that album did to me at that time. And it's probably how he felt when he wrote it. He probably looks back now at 40 and like, Jesus, James. But now, is it the ending this album deserves?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
But this song should still be on the album. I would have finished the album probably with... I would have ended it personally with Love Is Here.
Okay, interesting.
Because I just think that I would have had Coming Down on the album for sure. I just don't know if that's the last song, because it's more stripped back. It sounds more raw, doesn't sound as well produced. It seems odd, but I still love it because of those lyrics, like, because you're like, whoa, that's powerful.
Yeah.
Ain't your hurrah though, is it?
No, it's absolutely not. Which is a shame, because I think it needed it. But anyway, what did you think of the secret track?
What was that?
Pointless. When you have a beer with James, you can ask him what the point. And this is what I've put. I went, not a fan of the last track, to be honest. And the secret track, a lot of dead air until some nice humming at the end. Yeah. Prime example of a waste of time of a secret track. However, this would have been taped over. Wait a minute, it's 2001. I would have had a CD player there.
So you wouldn't have even to worry about it.
So what did you do in CDs? What did they do in CDs when they had a secret track?
Oh, so basically this song, let's say this song's 3 minutes long. It would look like it's 14. And you'd be like, what? And then it would just be silent. Oh, but the problem with that used to do my head in is what I used to love to do is, you know, you could be able to set your CD to instantly play again.
Right.
Can't. Because you've got to wait for the...
James, that's really annoying.
So you would have to skip the track, or you'd have to wait 10 minutes for it to do that automatic thing.
See, that's even more annoying than... I mean, you could tape over it, but if you've got a CD, you're right.
Well, even now on Spotify, you know how if you set it to just play again?
Yeah.
Nah, got to wait.
Well, this is the thing. Sometimes on Spotify, they split out the secret tracks, and so you don't have the dead air between. This has the dead air. This has the full track.
I know.
So annoying. James. Should we get into some reviews?
Yeah.
1 out of 5, DMC Crimson. Yeah. Any band that uses the lyrics "Love is clear, it's crystal clear" as a lyric automatically gets demoted. King, Queen, Knave, 2 out of 5. Man, the Naughties was prime tad sank wank. Let me try that again. Man, the Naughties was prime time sad wank music, wasn't it?
Oh.
Duke, 1951, 2 out of 5. Bland is used in a lot of comments, and here it's appropriate. A lot of tracks on their own are quite okay, but when you put them together, they're far too similar and repetitive. It begins to grate halfway through. 5 out of 5 from Chat. One of the most moving, emotional albums I have ever listened to. Last one, Howling Tombola, 5 out of 5. An emotional gem. In 2001, this album meant the world. I disagree with the lot that put this as Coldplay, Jeff Buckley or Radiohead's bland rip-off category. You simply haven't lived those days, my dears. Coldplay and Starsailor come out at the same time. Starsailor was rated higher in the press than Coldplay. Coldplay became pop and Starsailor sank somewhere into nowhere. To me, they remain the more credible act of the early noughties. Outstanding singer, hitting vocals, somehow emo yet striking subtle lyrics, great songcrafts. Unforgettable live. Rolling Stone in 2001 once rated this with 4.5 stars, saying tomorrow's classic today, and they remain right to this day. That's great, that is it? Tomorrow's classic today. Wow.
Yeah, it really is.
So what did you think of a re-listen, and what you're going to score it?
So on a re-listen, do you know what? I can picture myself with my headphones in, walking down Christopher Road in Edinburgh, finishing my shift, going back to my little house. I can actually put myself in my room trying to write my thesis, trying to write essays. I could just feel how I felt then, and it just was as great as I thought it.
Wow!
It really is. It really has not changed. This will always be an album close to my heart and dear to me, and I will always, always, always love it. 9 out of 10.
Oh, wow. 8 out of 10.
Boom! Better than I thought you were going to give it.
It's a good album.
You could have been on the fence. You're funny sometimes, because this could have gone two ways with you. I was like that, he's going to come in here and he's going to love it like I do, or it's going to be like that, oh, boring. Doesn't build, doesn't do this.
No, and look, there are some. I think the layout of the album is solid. I'm actually a big fan of James's vocals. Like, I think he's a really great singer. It does give you a little bit of a roller coaster, and that's where the tracks are just sprinkled through the album to bring you back up. Album's a bit of a fizzer. Like, the ending song is a bit of a fizzer, but apart from that, there's some great songs on here.
Yeah, amazing.
So it's literally like I haven't had the chance to go back in between, but just if you want to remind yourself how good Starsailor are, obviously you've got this album, but listen to the last one, All This Life.
Absolutely.
Absolutely fantastic.
Is this our favourite album to date then?
8 or 9. Oh, could be. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it is. So no pressure then.
I'm next, am I? So James has a new song called Astral Planes, and he has a tour as a solo artist later this year through Europe. His website is James Walsh Music, which is actually a pretty cool website. My choice, and I'm going back to Familiar Stomping Grounds, which I talked about it. We've covered this band before, but we've covered one of their earlier albums, and I went through their career, and this album is one of my favourites from this band, and I'm looking forward to talking about it. I want to hear your opinion, because I think you, very much like me, you're going to knock it out 2 ways. You're going to absolutely hate this and think it's absolute pap, or you'll go, actually, what I wanted to do is surprise you and go, I really like this. Like, that would be my ultimate goal from this. I feel like I would win if you went, actually, this is actually a good album.
Okay, interested.
Okay. The band is Gomez.
Oh!
Back to old school Gomez, and the album is How We Operate.
Okay.
You ever listened to it before?
I can't be honest with you, I have, but I don't remember.
Okay. I'll take it.
So I'm
It's a
actually
blank slate.
relatively excited by this, because I'm going in unknown. Usually when you give me one and I know I don't like it, I'm like, I'm not going to convince myself that I like it. I can't tell you if I like this or not, so that's actually quite good. And I won't tell you all week.
You're radio
and
silence.
it'll kill you like it killed me this week. That's good. I'm looking forward to it. Is it similar to Bring It On, or is it a very different sound?
Different sound.
Okay.
Different sound.
What about Liquid Skin? Better than that?
Oh, much better.
Okay.
For me, there's a lull after the original. What was the first Gomez album called?
Bring It On.
Bring It On. So there's a lull for me, and then this brings me back into that band.
Okay, good.
So I was like, wow, that's a fun.
And what album is this number of theirs? So it's like quite far on.
4 or 5.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, it's far in their career, but it's a. I'll say no more. Let's just see how we go. And then we've got Listener Pick, which is already locked in, which is a huge album. So I can't wait for us to get to that.
Awesome.
And we've got a challenge as well. So let's see how we go with that. As usual, Facebook and Twitter, we're Britpop Banter. Email us, tweet us, send us anything to the Dropbox. Otherwise, we will see you next week with Gomez. Anything else, Liz?
No thanks.
You do need to lie down after. That was very emotional for you.
Did you see that coming? Did you think? I mean, with Laura Marling and Starsailor, whoa.
Maybe the bar's open. It's 14 minutes till midday.
I could have a quick 10-minute lie down.
All right, let's get out of here. See you later, everyone.
Bye.
If you don't mind, we not fight. See your clothes, woman. In the night, I'm sober, still alive. Waste your days on your own, getting drunk, getting stoned. I'm sober, still alone. Must I always take a back seat? Must I always be your clown? Did you ever really love me? Were you always coming down? See your face, see your eyes. Shouldn't have left, shouldn't have lied. I'm so it's die? Must I always take a back seat? Must I always be your clown? Did you ever really love me? Were you always coming down? Must I always take a back seat? Must I always